Greetings. Tanya Brockett here with Halogen Inc. I just wanted to spend a minute to share with you an interesting phrase that I don't understand where it comes from and why it's used. There's more than one way to skin a cat. I have a cat. I don't want to see my cat skinned. Why would I want to use that phrase? But the reality is there is more than one way to get something accomplished. And when you are an author, there's more than one way to write your book. I've been helping a lot of authors over the years to write and edit a book that their readers will love. And the writing process doesn't always have to mean pen and paper, hours of labor, struggling with the blank page, oh, I don't know what to say. It doesn't have to be any of that. And one of the things that I've been coaching a lot of folks through these days is the writing of their own book. Yes, I'm a ghostwriter and I could help them to write that book myself, but sometimes they want to have a little more ownership. Sometimes they want that book to be totally theirs, and it always is. Even if it's a ghostwritten book, it's still your book. They're your ideas, your concept, your stories, but sometimes the author just wants to write their own book, even though they don't feel like they are capable. They don't feel like they're the best writer in the world. They don't feel like they have the time sometimes to get it completed. So one alternative way to write that book is to work with a book coach or a publishing mentor like myself and hash out a really strong outline, a really good book outline that encompasses the message that you want to share. It creates that benefit for the reader, the thing that you want them to have or be or do as a result of having read your book. That real benefit that says, this is what I'm going to do for or give to you as the reader of this book. We hash out your outline, really get it narrowed down so that you know exactly what the content's going to be, chapter by chapter. And then you can spend the time to create your words that match that outline easily. You can look at the outline and then you can write. You can look at the outline and then you can write. You don't go back. You don't edit while you're writing. You just get the book out. Now, that even can be done in a variety of ways. You can look at your outline. You can dedicate yourself a writing session every day, no matter what, whether it's a half hour, whether it's an hour, whether it's 2, whatever. Dedicate a writing time, look at your outline, write to that outline. Chapter 1, paragraph A, we're going to talk about this. Chapter 1B, chapter 1C, and you just go through and you just pour out everything that you have to share about that particular subject as you are writing. Now, you can write that. As I said, there's another way to do this. You can either write that out, typing it on a keyboard, or you can write it out longhand. Some people still like to have that long legal pad or the journal book and actually write their book out that way. Or you can transcribe it. Get some kind of recording device and speak that book. Look at the outline and then speak your book to that outline. And then have that transcribed so that then you can have exactly all the words that you said, have them on paper so that then you can massage them in an electronic Word document. So there are multiple ways of getting that book out. Now, if you continue with that process, you don't start back, you don't look back when you sit down for your next writing session, right? You will just move on to paragraph B, chapter 3, chapter 4, etc., and keep moving forward. If you do that, then you'll actually get that book written. And there's no reason for a blank page because you know exactly what it is that you want to say. You've outlined it. So now it's just a matter of doing it. So let's say that you chose to record and transcribe route. Please know that the transcription is not a book. That transcription is insufficient to be a book. You can't just take that and publish it. It is not clean. The language that you speak is different than the language that you want your readers to read. So please know that that will need to be edited once you have it in the electronic document. It is not a finished product by any stretch. So that's where, after you've gone through it and you massage it and you said, oh, well, I really want to say it this way, and I think I'd like to have this, and you take out all of those ums and so's and ands and filler words that you say when you're speaking something. And then once you've massaged it and you've made it look as good as you can make it, then you can turn it over to your editor to help clean up that manuscript so that it's actually publishable, so that it's actually bestseller content ready for the world. So know that you can get that book done. Know that there are multiple ways to get it done. You can have it ghosted, yes, but you can do a quasi ghosting, if you will, as well. Write that book, do your first draft, do the best that you can, knowing that your ghost or editor is going to take it and help flesh out those words and make those words fluid and make your work dazzle and help you to get across the points in a crystal clear manner. And you can also just sit down and crank out that book, write it to the best of your ability, and just have it edited with no additional expectation of writing required. There are many ways to do that. I'm not going to skin my cat here because I know Lila wouldn't appreciate that, but I do want you to know that there are multiple ways of getting that book written and into the hands of your readers.